That don't work for me, brother.
All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. This is part 2 of episode 2. We're going to get into the man, the myth, the legend, Bam Bam Bigelow. I'm one of your hosts, Big Shook.
And I am Big Love. We were talking about the Beast of the East.
With the fangs on his teeth.
Yep. And the flames on his head.
And the flames on his head, brother. Oh, man. Float like a cruiserweight, sting like a fucking freight train.
All right. Before we get any further, what are your memories of Bam Bam?
Immediately off the top of my head,
Yep.
Major Pain.
Me too. Me too, dude.
Major Pain. I'm going to take this foot and put it across that side of your face.
Yep.
You said you was going to kick me in the face. Calling me a lie.
Dude, that movie is all-time classic.
All time, dude.
And fucking... That was perfect casting, for the asshole.
Major Pain executed the boogeyman with extreme prejudice.
Yeah. That was perfect casting for the asshole dad. He shows up on the bike, got the flames on his head, all that kind of shit.
It was so good, dude.
Yeah. All right.
And then, so I remember, mostly Major Pain.
Mm-hmm.
And then his WCW run.
Yeah.
I remember.
Well, which one? He was in and out of everywhere numerous times.
The hardcore run.
Okay.
In WCW.
Yeah.
WCW tried to do hardcore and it just ended up being a bunch of bullshit in the ring at once.
Yeah, the last run with WCW.
Dude, I watched a match with him, Raven, and Hack with Sandman.
At Uncensored?
And it was just a bunch of shit in the ring. It wasn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't ECW.
No. It definitely was not ECW.
Like, I don't know, man. It just didn't have the same grit.
Mm-hmm. It was too polished. Like, it was even more polished than the WWF hardcore scene.
Yeah, and here's the thing, though, is it was too polished, and it was almost like they just said, okay, you guys are the wild guys. Get in there and go wild, instead of having an actual fucking, like, choreographed match. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, and it seemed like it was just the ECW guys that they threw in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was just ECW guys, and they said, here's a bunch of shit to hit each other with.
Yeah. I don't know. And they were the last to the party.
Which, don't get me wrong, the ECW is that, but it's also fucking storytelling.
Yeah. In that shoot interview I watched with Bam Bam, he said ECW is Memphis but hardcore.
Right on.
The way he described the territory, he was like, "There's wrestling and all that shit, and everything makes sense, but it's hardcore leaning.
Yeah.
Instead of every match is just like instead of like the WCW hardcore shit where everybody's just doing whatever the fuck they want,
Yeah, it's chaos. Well, that's the thing. It's chaos in a bad way.
Right, not like the good chaos in ECW. Another way he described ECW was it felt illegal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which is true.
It was outlaw.
Yeah, it was complete outlaw shit.
And that's so interesting, though, for a guy that literally, like, wrestled everywhere.
Yeah, fucking Japan, WWF, WCW, ECW, Memphis, Dallas.
But how about, let's get into a little bit, because this blew my mind. Because I heard this, I was listening to Dark Side of the Ring, and I heard them say this, and then you immediately texted me out of the blue, and were like, hey, I think Bam Bam's going to be multiple episodes.
Yeah.
And I had just heard the story of Bam Bam's first match
Mm-hmm.
at Studio 54,
Yeah.
booked by Paul Heyman
Yep.
against Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
Hogan backed out,
Mm-hmm.
so he got to wrestle Ric fucking Flair.
Well, no, I don't think I don't think Flair wrestled on that show.
Oh, did he just call him out? Was it just the Horseman calling him out?
I think Flair just makes an appearance.
Okay. Let's get that straight then.
Okay.
Oh, was the story that he was going to wrestle and then Hogan was just going to make an appearance?
Maybe. I think Heyman. Well, another thing needs to be said. Heyman is 19 years old, putting this show together at Studio 54, the famed Studio 54.
The studio. But how cool is
You know,
that?
I mean, yeah, it's just crazy.
All this like glitz and glam, and he says, "You know what? Let's unleash this animal from Jersey."
Yeah. Okay, here's the flyer for it. It says, Paul Heyman and Studio 54 invite you to a night of music, dancing, wrestling, and to take a hold on Ric Flair as he receives in person the first annual Wrestling Press International Man of the Year Award. Okay.
That's right.
Flair,
Get up a man.
yeah, Flair was kind of the big name to get people to show up. Plus a
Yes.
special guest appearance by Dusty Rhodes. So they used Flair and Dusty to get people in the building.
They packed it with Dusty and Flair.
And it says, and a live wrestling match featuring Bam Bam Bigelow's pro wrestling debut. Friday, August 23rd, 1985. Doors open 9 p.m.
Yeah. Dude.
Complimentary admission for two with this invitation until 10 p.m. After 10 p.m., $12 per person.
Can you imagine being like famous at that time? And
Yeah.
like being in the bathroom at Studio 54, ripping a line with like Mick Jagger and
Yeah.
then going and watching the Bam Bam Bigelow fucking match.
Yeah, no shit. And like that was just Studio 54 was a famous place. Just all
Dude.
So much coke.
So much coke, so much partying. Like I don't know if the place.
I think they
closed
would
in-
like fuck on the dance floor and shit. I mean, it was
It was
wild.
up in there. It's legendary.
Yeah, wild. But before we get into what you got, I want to talk about because even his fucking early life is pretty colorful.
Go ahead, bro.
All right, so Scott Charles Bigelow is his full name. Born September 1st, born September 1st, 1961. And died January 19th, 2017. Or 2007, my bad. Died January 19th, 2007. R.I.P.
46 years old.
Bam Bam Bigelow. Yeah. Damn.
Young.
45 when he died. That's crazy.
So he had to be when he started. Nah, he was in his 20s. He was 24. Because he lived a really colorful life, like you were saying beforehand.
Right, yeah. He started in May 85, he started training. So he's what? So he's 24.
24,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, so,
And by all accounts, like had a family and everything before then, right?
no, I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
I don't think so. This guy, Ryan Murphy, a writer, a WWE writer, wrote about him as the most natural, agile, and physically remarkable big man of the past quarter century.
Yeah.
And Bret Hart said
Yeah.
possibly the best working big man in the business. So, I mean, that's high praise.
Because, I mean, Hart worked with everybody.
Yeah. And Bam Bam won every fucking championship imaginable, really. Headline WrestleMania, fucking. He did it all.
Tag team with Vader.
Yeah, imagine. When I saw that, I was like, imagine being
Big Van Vader, 448.
imagine being two young guys, and they tell you you're going to be going up against Bigelow and Vader.
Uh,
I'm not getting dressed. I'm just getting back in my car and leaving.
yeah. That's my last night.
Yeah, I'm retiring that night.
Yep.
Yeah.
See you later, guys.
Yeah. But well, go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say he was like this monster in the ring, but hard to go.
Yeah, on that dark side, and even in the shoot interview, he shits on a few people, but he like most people, he says, he's a great guy,
Yeah.
He doesn't really talk negative about too many people.
Well, he does a good job of keeping it about business.
Right, yeah, he's all about business.
Yeah.
So he was born in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. He attended Neptune High School in Neptune Township, New Jersey. He never graduated, but he varsityed in football and wrestling. He was third in the '79 New Jersey State Wrestling Tournament his sophomore year. He missed his senior year due to a cyst in his lower back.
Oh, God.
Yeah. In his late teens, he competed in arm wrestling tournaments. He dropped out of high school. He was a bodyguard, a bouncer, and a bounty hunter. And
the bounty hunter got some pretty legendary stories, right?
Right, yeah. So he was in Mexico, and he was unlicensed bounty hunter. He never took the time to get the license and all that kind of shit.
No, he was just a giant dude that would come get you.
Right, yeah. Yeah, imagine that motherfucker tracking you down. You know what I mean?
Get in the car.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not putting up a fight. Which that's probably why whoever hired him.
Had to be.
But he was unlicensed, so he spent 6 months in Mexican prison, I guess.
Right.
But so now here's where a little bit of maybe kayfabe starts.
I'm gonna say complete kayfabe starts if it's what I'm thinking.
Okay, yeah, where he gets shot in the back.
No. Where the rumor is that they couldn't find a cell to hold him because he kept busting through the walls.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that is kayfabe.
Yeah. There's two stories. This Mexico story ends two different ways.
Yeah. Now some people agree that he got shot. Some people say he didn't get shot.
Yeah.
So it kind of.
Because he also had a giant scar on his back from a cyst when he was 18.
Right. Yeah. So it could have been a made-up story to cover that up.
Yeah.
We never know. But that is a cool story if true.
And there's also, so that story also goes that they put him in prison and they could not find a cell to hold him because he kept busting the walls down. And then the judge decided that since they couldn't hold him, they would make him like a bailiff. So he did that serving the rest of his time or some such bullshit.
Yeah. So we got a little colorful kayfabe going on here.
Yeah, dude. I love it.
Yeah, me too. It's cool. So he gets released, I guess at the end of 84, maybe 85, something like that. He decides to train as a professional wrestler because he says there wasn't much else he was qualified for.
Well, no. I mean, look at the guy. He was missing fucking teeth. He had tattoos all over his head.
He's a huge giant of a man.
Giant.
You know what I mean? He didn't graduate school. He was kind of a troubled teen, it seemed like, getting into fights and shit like that, which probably made him successful at wrestling and football. But he didn't have that anymore. So he goes to Larry Sharp's Monster Factory in Clementon, New Jersey. Okay, so
let me look that up.
The Monster Factory is a famous school. I think it was one of the first that did like a nationwide ad campaign. like advertising that they were a wrestling school.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, and there was quite a few guys went through there.
Oh, I've seen Larry Sharp.
Let me. I meant to pull this up earlier, but I forgot.
About the monster.
Okay. So again, the Monster Factory is a famous place, right? Some people that have come through there. Tony Atlas,
Oh, nice.
King Kong Bundy,
What?
Bam Bam Bigelow.
Sick.
Yeah. And then
Sheamus.
Raven was there. Tatanka. Did you say Sheamus went there?
No, Sheamus didn't
Oh,
go there.
I was about to say. Just a lot of guys. Matt Riddle went through there. I guess he's the most recent one. Okay, QT Marshall, D'Lo Brown, the Headbangers, Amanda Leon. I don't know who she is. Anthony
What if we started breaking it down by school a little bit? Too?
Crowbar went there. I know he's not probably.
Crowbar's a sick ass band.
Yeah. But Larry Sharp, probably not the most upstanding guy. So I mean, there's kind of conflicting reports about him. He okay. So the way he ran his school was, and Bam Bam talked about this in the shoot interview, was he trained you, but I think in Bam Bam's case, it was a 5-year contract he had signed with Sharp, where he gets 10% of everything you make for 5 years.
Oh.
Because he's the one that broke you into the business and trained you and all that kind of shit. Which was very common back in the day. Like Vern Gagne with AWA is like the worst example of that shit. You know, he wanted 10% or whatever for life of everything you ever made.
Fuck him.
Yeah, so you know, and there's conflicting reports about whether or not he was trustworthy. Larry Sharp, just kind of could be a shady character, kind of a sleazeball to some, but some talk highly of him. So
it could be ethically ambiguous.
Yeah. I think everybody has an opinion. I don't think anybody's in the middle on it.
Oh, gotcha.
You know what I mean?
I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah. So, again, okay, so he made his debut in '85, August 23rd, 1985, at Studio 54. That was Heyman's first show, being a promoter of, being in charge of.
That was his first booking.
His first booking.
No wonder the guy fucking, you know.
Yeah. I think Heyman. Okay, so Heyman was a photographer, like a wrestling photographer, in WWF at the time, and I think he was kind of working the nightclubs. Like he would do promotional events for nightclubs, but this was his first wrestling event.
Okay.
So. So he has his first match at Studio 54. Then he goes to Memphis, and then
as you do,
somehow everybody ends up in fucking Memphis.
I think that's. I mean, I don't know, man, and I feel like people that haven't made their way to Memphis, like if you haven't made your way to Memphis yet.
Yeah.
It's coming. Everybody makes their way to Memphis.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Not so much anymore, I don't think. But
That's probably pretty fair.
but especially back throughout,
Pre 2000.
I would say I would say up until like the mid 2000s maybe, because
Yeah.
Memphis hung around longer than everybody else.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
Oh no, I was speaking philosophically.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like everybody. If you hadn't been to Memphis yet, it's coming.
Yeah, you need to get to Memphis, man.
You need to get to Memphis.
Yeah, you need to be walking in Memphis.
It's a happening place, man.
It is.
I think Memphis fucking rips, but
Yeah, I mean, I grew up right across the river from Memphis, so
yeah. I'm also a wrestling nerd and music snob, so
yeah, me too. I've always wanted to go to the Mid South Coliseum. There's controversy of what to do with the building. I think, and there's a lot of people share this opinion that they need to make it into a music / wrestling museum.
that would be fucking
You
rad.
know,
We need something.
all the bands that come through there and all the major events that happen there.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
I mean, we need it because we've got all of our Memphis has music museums, but they're all spread out. None of them are contemporary.
no,
You know what I mean, Stax is awesome,
right,
but how many times can you look at Isaac Hayes' Cadillac? You know,
right, yeah. And then you got Graceland, but that's just Elvis.
and you can't even go to most of the fucking building. Like,
Yeah, most of the house is roped off, which
Yeah.
I get. You want to preserve it and not have people with grubby ass fucking hands all over shit.
yeah,
But but I think that is a really cool idea. Just turn it into
that'd
basically
be awesome.
highlight all the kind of major events that happen there. You know what I mean?
Think about it, man. There could be all kind of merch,
Yeah.
or not merch, memorabilia. Sorry.
Oh yeah, tons of memorabilia somewhere. I'm sure Lawler has a shit ton.
Lawler's probably got a shit ton. I bet Hogan's got some.
Yeah, he come through Memphis.
Yeah. All right. I love this intro at Memphis, 1986.
Mhm.
Because it looks like they're unveiling like the fucking Elephant Man or something.
Yeah, it's like he's so fucking hideous. We gotta cover his head.
Are they doing the fucking Jaws music?
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
You think the carpet matches the drapes?
With Larry Sharp, no way in hell.
Yeah. I mean, if this was the first time you saw this on TV,
Yeah,
you would moms and grandmas would be like, "We're turning it off. The Hell's Angels are in wrestling now."
yeah. Would this be the first time someone in Memphis, like the greater Memphis public, saw someone with head tats?
Ooh, good question. In 1986, I bet they've seen someone with a head tat, but I bet it was like not that.
Yeah,
I feel like just because in Memphis, I
Memphis
feel like
is a
that
little
is the kind
wild.
of place you might see a head.
yeah, that
tattoo.
is true. That's true.
You might see a head tattoo there,
But like, completely covered.
But if you see one, you're in a bar. You don't need to be
Yeah,
in.
you're in a fucking run down, fucking
Yeah,
bad part of town.
yeah. You're an orange man, baby.
I don't even know if you see a head tat in Orange Man.
Yeah, probably not. You're in. Actually, you see a head tattoo. You're probably in Millington.
Yeah, but yeah, it's true. We're on Bill.
Yeah, it's probably in the shape of, double lightning bolts or something.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. Continuing.
Okay, so once he eventually got rid of
Put that
Larry
out of the
Sharp,
way.
that was a smart move.
Say it again.
Once he eventually gets rid of Larry Sharp, that's a smart move, I think. Because he's kind of a,
Yeah.
I don't know.
He's different.
Yeah, it looks like he's got the Lord Farquaad haircut. off fucking.
He looks
Shrek.
like a Bond villain's. He looks like a Bond villain's left hand man.
Yeah, yeah. Like
his
third
name
in
would be
line.
like. Yeah, and like his Bond villain name is like Mr. Milky. Or you know what I mean? Or like Star Dazzle.
Yeah, fucking dumbass. What his name should be.
Page Master.
Yeah, that's a great movie.
So yeah, that dude's a douchebag. He's got dumb hair.
Yeah, some would call the worst fucking hair. I don't even have hair and it's worse than mine. What the fuck?
I agree.
And if you're gonna have the accent, his is kind of, he's like half in, half out with the accent. You got to either go all the way or not at all.
What accent is he doing? I didn't even pick up
It's
on
like
that.
he has a Jersey accent. You didn't notice it?
I didn't notice it at
you
all.
got to either go all the way with it or not at all. You can't be half.
Yeah, because I didn't even pick up on it.
I heard it.
Like I got an aunt from Jersey. I didn't pick up Jersey at all.
Yeah. All right. So he makes his debut. And then he goes. So they throw him in. He's he's a monster, right? So they throw him in like handicap matches and shit. Looks like his first match is against JT Southern, job guy.
Let me see if I can get a clip.
Fort Lauderdale.
You get a clip of that, Jamie?
And then that's June 21st. June 23rd, he has a match against a handicap match against David Haskins and Tracy Smothers. He loses. He loses because he's jumping off the top rope, which was still illegal at that time.
Oh, you couldn't come off the top rope at that time?
No, you couldn't come off the top rope, and I don't think you could. In the 80s, if they enforced it, you couldn't jump over the top rope yourself. I don't think you could throw an opponent over the top rope either. Like throwing somebody outside the ring was a disqualification.
So when did we decide it was cool?
I don't really know. It kind of,
Jamie, you looking at
I
that?
think it just, whenever it suited them, they would dust off that rule and enforce it, you know.
Oh, I feel you.
And then eventually it got to be where, fuck, we're just not going to enforce the rule.
Well, yeah, because it's too cool to keep out.
Right, yeah. And especially nowadays, there's no way you can enforce that rule because fucking in every match, someone has to get thrown to the outside and someone has to do a fucking tope suicida, whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah, or a full crossbody.
Yeah, or they're fucking 450
Dive in
twist,
their butt.
land on my head, paralyze myself, dive.
Hey, now I feel like you're going straight for Penta.
Hey, man. I think he's still walking to the ring, so he hadn't had time to do his dive.
Dude, it bothers me so much now watching it.
How long it takes him to get to the ring?
Yeah. After you pointed it out, I can't fucking unsee it.
Now, hey, he has a shitload of talent, and he can do a bunch of shit. But
And that Mexican destroyer scares me every time he hits.
terrifying. But I don't know. That was when you told me, hey, you need to check Penta out. That was the very first thing I noticed was, golly, it takes him a long time to get to the ring.
It does, dude. It does. And he does his little dance.
Yeah. And I was like, what the fuck?
He looks like, and honestly, dude, when he comes out like that, doing like that stutter step thing, he looks like me in college creeping out on the dance floor with a beer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
mingling, schmoozing.
Yeah. I'm about to go fucking.
Here we
I'm
go.
getting out there.
Hey. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is.
It's crazy. But I mean, there's a lot of people. All right, let me say this. Some of these entrances are way overproduced. Not everybody can be the Undertaker and take 30 minutes to get to the ring.
That's true.
You know what I mean? Like, let's take Hogan.
Who did I see?
It didn't take Hogan very long to get to the ring. He's marching out. He's fucking pointing.
Oh, he's getting
He's on a mission, dude.
there. Yeah. Foley marching out.
Foley's marching out. Rock is sometimes running out. Austin
Sometimes running.
walking with purpose. Fucking
Dallas getting there.
he's getting there. Fucking, I was about to say Nash and Hall, but no, they fucking moseyed their way on down.
Yeah, dog, that was a stroll.
Yeah, they were fucking.
They made a fucking meal of it.
Yeah, no shit. It's almost like they were getting paid by the hour. They're trying to stretch it out as long as possible.
Well, Scott Hall's legs were real heavy on that amount of fucking opiates.
Yeah, no shit, dude.
What are you tearing up? Oh, get out of here. Grow up.
Even Sting, when he was the Crow, didn't take that long.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, he just dropped down.
Yeah, you see him up there in the rafters, you know, brooding,
And then still.
shoop.
Yep. And then who else? I'm trying to think who else slow rolled it though.
Triple H slow rolled it.
Slow rolled
'Cause
it.
he had to hit
Roman
his-
Reigns.
His shit at the perfect time.
And then every fucking corner.
Yep, he had to go every corner. Even Kane, it didn't take him very long to get to the ring.
No, he lumbered, but he was going. Yeah, fucking Penta, dude. What about Bam Bam though? How did he get to the ring? Let's watch one of those.
Let's watch his entrance. I don't think he took very long.
I don't think so. I bet Bam Bam was on a mission.
He was trying to get in and out and get back to catering.
Hell yeah!
Which I can't say I would be any different.
You get back to his stash box.
Get back to his fucking tub of pills.
Just saying.
That's a little mean. I shouldn't have said.
Blue and yellow, purple pill. Hey man, it's if you can't joke about it, it's probably about addiction.
That reminds me. This doesn't have. Well, I guess this does have a little bit to do with Bam Bam because him and the Click didn't get along. But like Nash, I think it's Nash on his podcast. He was talking about doing somas and shit.
Oh
And
yeah.
they had it down to a science. It was like if you took, I don't know how many, but they was like you had to eat a slice of pizza or something real greasy to get it to kick in fully, or else it wouldn't.
Yeah.
Like what the fuck?
Somas were, they were around in high school. I saw a couple of buddies, wink wink, go into some soma comas. Yeah.
I'd
Let's
never heard of
see.
somas until wrestling shoot interviews.
Nah, they were around and when we were in high school. Here we go. Here's him coming out against Razor.
Okay, I was about to say the probably one you'd be able to find easily would be WrestleMania 11 against LT.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's check it out.
Bam Bam!
He's got shit to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. It's that bounty hunter in it, man.
Yeah.
It's that we got shit to do.
Yep. But it's about being efficient. He's great at time management. If we can say anything else. Yep. Oh yeah. I mean, he had a long career. He lasted over 10 years, you know.
Probably, yeah.
But all right, so yeah, so he's okay. He's the monster. He's in handicap matches. He's getting disqualified for jumping off the top rope. So what do you do next with a monster? You throw him in the battle royal, and now, but this battle royal is for the AWA Southern Heavyweight Championship. And this is on July 28th of '86. Well, hold on. The fuck? It says here on the same night.
Holy shit!
He faces Lawler for the AWA International Heavyweight title.
I think I got it. Wait.
On July 28th, '86.
What was the date? November.
I guess that's.
Oh, okay. I've got something.
Earlier in the night. Okay, and then, he gets in the battle royal and he defeats Akio Sato, Basher, David Haskins, Don Bass, Giant Hillbilly, J.D. Costello, J.T. Southern, Jeff Jarrett, Jerry Bryant, Jerry Lawler, Joe LeDuc.
Ooh. What makes it a Texas
Lou
Death
Winston, Nightmares 1 and 2, Pat Tanaka, Paul Diamond, Reddy, Roger Smith, Ron Sexton, Ruff, Spike.
I got the Lawler match.
Tarzan Goto,
minutes.
And Tracy Smothers.
This was Lawler in the 80s. He could go 30 fucking minutes in the ring.
July 28th of '86.
So knockout, basically.
Well, you trying to find that battle royal? Yeah, I don't know. So then he loses the belt on September 8th in '86.
It's called a knockout then.
A Texas death match against Lawler. Yeah. Let's look up what a Texas death match is.
Sounds kind of silly. Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so this is AI
because
overview.
This is 13 seconds?
A Texas... Yeah, no shit. A Texas death match is a violent, no disqualification professional wrestling match where the only ways to win are by submission or by a
that makes you way tougher, though. That makes you,
10 count
man, you're so much more of a man.
Submission or knockout.
And hold him and lay on him for a little bit.
So you have to pin your opponent.
That's more for us, isn't it? At that
they
point,
can't answer the 10 count.
Yeah.
That is...
So what's following the death?
It's a regular match
that
then becomes a last match.
Lawler.
Okay. Yeah. Why not just have a fail to answer the 10 count match? I mean, it would technically be 13 because you got to pin them, and then that starts the 10 second after. So, yeah, you got to almost kill your opponent. Yeah, you got to lay on him for at least 3, and then.
Was he hurt?
Yeah, we're trying to take rest. Let's take a little breather here. He leaves. He leaves for a few months, but then he comes back, and he teams with Lawler, and they have a feud with Austin Idol and a wildfire Tommy Rich. Yeah. And then he I mean, I guess there's not much information on that feud, even on the Pro Fight database. That really doesn't even pop up. So he's not, and then he's out in March of '87. So he doesn't spend. It doesn't say. I'm not really. So okay, late '86. In late '86, he goes to World Class Championship Wrestling in Dallas.
Okay. Because there's this. I did find a match, and it was called like the Battle for Bam Bam.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like what manager was going to get him.
That is in the WWF. When he debuts.
Okay. And that's in '87.
In '87?
That's what the video said, but it could have been wrong.
Okay, yeah. So he does debut in May of '87. Okay, so yeah. All right. So it looks like his gaps from Memphis is just him bouncing around to different territories. Because I mean, late '86 he goes to World Class, where he's named Crusher Yurkov.
Oh
Crusher Yurkov.
Jerk
Yeah,
off.
he does not like this name.
Crusher Yurkov.
Yeah, sounds like jerk off.
Hello.
Might as well be
But
Johnny.
it's New Jersey, so it's like,
Might as well be Johnny Dick in my hand or something.
hey, I'm fucking what was the name?
Crusher Yurkov.
Crusher Yurkov.
Yeah. The Jersey accent.
Yeah.
He won the World Class Wrestling Association Television Championship there. I got a couple. He defeats Brian Adias. Never mind. I thought that was a J. He loses against Steve Simpson. He has a draw with Steve Simpson. That's in '86. Okay, so the reason I couldn't find much in Memphis was because he. All right, so he leaves Memphis. He goes to World Class. He's not there very long. Then he goes to New Japan. So in January of '87, he goes to New Japan. And I think this is where he kind of makes it.
He picked up the extreme stuff.
Yeah, and he makes a name for himself. It seems to me, at least from everything I've seen, like in shooting reviews and everything else, it seemed like he preferred to work in Japan.
That's what it sounded like to me too on the research that I did, is that he felt like the fans there like really appreciated the art, and because they got involved and stuff like that.
Fans were more appreciative and respectful. It seemed like the money was better. You know?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
dude.
you go. What did he say? You make $10,000 a week.
Yeah, which is fucking
in the 80s,
unheard of in the States at the time.
And yeah, this is the late '80s. You're making $10,000 in a fucking week.
Yeah. And what I mean,
they're probably putting you up in first class accommodations at hotels. They're feeding you probably amazing food. Imagine how much sushi this motherfucker could eat.
Yeah, the place you're living in is just probably straight up cleaner and nicer than what you're used to.
They're probably you're a
like
guy
the city.
or Gaijin.
Something.
Yeah, you're a big name from the States. They're probably treating you like fucking gold. You know what I mean?
And or you could move back home and make what, $100 a week?
It was probably
$300 a match.
Yeah, it's probably a few hundred a match. I guess it depended on what territory you were in. So,
Right, yeah.
But at the same time, you're probably making, let's say, $1,500 a week.
That's still fucking...
Which is great money, but you're paying for your rental car or your
Travel,
car. You're
that.
driving from town to town. You're paying for gas. You're paying for your hotel. Paying for your food.
Yeah.
You know, everything's coming out of your fucking pocket.
Medical bills.
Yeah. So he goes to New Japan Pro Wrestling. He's Crusher Bam Bam Bigelow. He brings Larry Sharp along with him.
Okay.
It's the...
Oh my God! Can you imagine what that fucker got up to in Japan?
Good Lord, dude! You talking about fucking Lord Farquaad?
Yeah, man. Talking about fucking. He looks like one of the aliens or one of the bad kids from The Damned. What was that? He looked like a child of the corn.
Child of the Corn.
I'm just saying, there's like a generation of people in Japan that grew up with this crazy grown child of the corn running around their neighborhood with another giant man with flames on his head.
Okay, and so, all right, so we talked about Memphis with flames on the head.
And everybody's parents was like, do not talk to that child of the corn grown man.
Yeah. All right. So from everything I know about Japan, a real buttoned up society, real respectful, very traditional,
very ethical.
Yeah, you got this motherfucker showing up, huge, with flames on his head. Imagine what kind of culture shock.
Never
that
put on a
is.
shirt with sleeves.
No, never met a sleeve he fucking liked.
Yeah.
Just that you talk about a fucking culture shock, bro.
Yeah, there's a monster walking up the street.
All right, so he does the New Year Dash, the Blazing Cherry Blossoms, and the Summer Big Fight Series in '87. He faces Antonio Inoki. And from what I gathered from the shooter interviews, it's kind of seemed like Inoki, who's a huge deal in Japan, kind of requested him, like they called him or Larry Sharp, whatever. And it was like, hey, we want him to have a run over here against Inoki. And if that's the case, that is a big time endorsement because I think Inoki was probably the biggest star in Japan at that time. He's like the fucking Hulk Hogan of Japan.
That's what I was going to ask, if he's their Hogan.
Yeah, he's like their fucking Hogan. He was
nuts, dude. Again, getting a great fucking pop right out of the gate.
Huge push. So in Memphis, he starts out against Lawler. He goes to Japan. He starts out against fucking Inoki.
It's insane.
Inoki was trained by Ricky Dozan. If you know anything about Japanese wrestling, he was a huge star. There's controversy about his life. He was murdered.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So he wasn't. Okay, so
Bam Bam was with his peoples.
Yeah, Ricky Dozan. We should do an episode on Ricky Dozan because he was a star in Japan. Then it came out that he was really Korean, and apparently Koreans and Japanese fucking hate each other.
Oh shit, dude! Dozan Dolezal?
What?
Dozan Rachel Dolezal?
I don't know if he did that or if he just failed to mention he was Korean.
Or if he just, it's a little bit different when the white lady just decides she's going to be black.
Yeah, I think that just
And
crosses a line.
And made it to be like head of the NAACP.
Yeah.
Like, anyway.
Yeah, and so, okay, let's just, the sidebar here. This white lady pretending to be black makes it to the head of the NAACP. What does that say about everybody else that was in the charge at that time of the NAACP?
That's what I'm saying.
Like, what the fuck are you doing?
How does it happen? How does it happen?
Like,
dude.
Anyway.
Like, one look at the lady. Anyway.
Yeah. But, it could have been a thing where they just, if nobody's, if people are going to assume he's Japanese, we're not going to correct it. Because then
I feel that.
That would hinder his career. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I feel that.
So, yeah. Antonio Inoki was trained by Ricky Dozan. He had matches against Muhammad Ali, Flair. I think he had matches against Hogan. And he's a politician now. So, is he still alive?
Yeah. I don't know. Let's look.
Pretty sure he's still alive. Oh, death. Never mind. He's dead.
Oh, okay.
But like he was such a big deal. He ended up being, politician in Japan.
Yeah.
Very respected. Kind of widely loved. But he's over there. He challenges Inoki for the IWGP Heavyweight Championship and loses. So it's kind of hard to keep this timeline straight. Okay, so that goes 89. Let's go. So 87.
He does a lot of bouncing.
Yeah, he keeps bouncing around. January of 87, he's in fucking Japan. And then May of 87, he gets the tryout with the WWF. Doesn't he come in as a ally to Hogan?
I know the Horsemen start shit with him almost immediately.
Yeah. Also in 87, he comes back to Memphis.
It's in 87?
Yeah, he comes back to Memphis and is with Lawler against Austin Idol and Tommy Rich. In April of 87, he goes back to Japan for a shot.
Is this 9/20/87 around there?
He debuts in May of 87 as Bam Bam Bigelow.
Oh, okay.
He wrestles in dark matches and on house shows. He hadn't made it on TV yet. When he debuts on TV, he's in a storyline where all the heel managers are kind of vying for him. Kind of like the Macho Man debut where all the managers are trying to get his services.
Yeah, okay, so his debut on TV was the battle for the managers. Okay.
Right. And
he ends up going with Oliver Humperdinck.
Right, yeah. But the guys that are in the mix trying to get him is Jimmy Hart, Johnny Valiant, Mr. Fuji, Bobby Heenan, and Slick. This was dubbed the Battle for Bam Bam. And then, he goes with Oliver Humperdinck, and that makes him a babyface. Because he's not picking a heel manager, he's picking a babyface manager.
Okay.
And then...
Let's see.
It says his first taping... he has a dark match in June against an unknown male wrestler. So they don't even have that fucking listed. August 26th, he beats Nikolai Volkov.
Okay.
And then he's with Barry Horowitz, September 15th. The 16th, Shadow number 2. and Shadow number 1 on the same show. Those are challenge taping, Superstars of Wrestling and Challenge. And then he wins a Battle Royal against Bob Orton Jr., Boris Zukov, Don Morocco, Hercules, Junkyard Dog, Nikolai Volkov, One Man Gang,
Junkyard Dog,
Outback Jack, and the Ultimate Warrior. So those are big.
Oh shit!
Yeah, those are big names. Let's see here. October. Oh, that was in October. Okay, let's see here. All right, so he wins a series of the Battle Royals. He makes his pay-per-view debut at the first Survivor Series. And he teams with Don Morocco, Hulk Hogan, Ken Patera, and Paul Orndorff. And they lose to Andre, King Kong Bundy, Butch Reed, One Man Gang, and Rick Rude. But shit. Bigelow is the last one eliminated from his team. So, yeah, let's run down his team again. Don Morocco, Ken Patera, Paul Orndorff, and Hulk fucking Hogan.
That's insane.
So his first,
that they let him.
Yeah, he's a rookie, and he outlasts Hogan in this Survivor Series match.
Absolutely absurd.
Mm-hmm. He then goes on to have a feud with One Man Gang.
Like, Bam Bam had nothing but people pushing him to be a fucking star.
Yeah, from the start, dude. Yeah. All right, let's just recap it again. Very first fucking match at Studio 54.
Yep. At an event that was supposed to have Hogan, but all they could get was Ric Flair.
Yeah, they had to settle for fucking Flair. Like, what the fuck? Then he goes to Memphis and is put in the main event picture right away. He goes to Japan and is facing the top guy in Japan. Invited to Japan and is facing the top fucking guy there straight out the gate. He comes to WWF and is put on a team with Hogan and lasts longer than Hogan in the Survivor Series.
Insane. I've got a promo for that Survivor Series.
Okay.
It looks good because it looks like prime time Hogan.
All right. Juiced up Hogan. All right. So, what point did you not stop hearing me?
Andre's the biggest star.
All right, so yeah, he's teaming with Hogan, face Andre and DiBiase.
DiBiase.
Yeah, and then he's WrestleMania 4. He's in the tournament for the vacant WWF title. He loses to One Man Gang, and they go back and forth throughout kind of mid '88. In June of '88, he loses to Andre.
Okay.
And apparently in this match, Andre did not like Bam Bam. And,
really?
Yeah. And really Andre didn't like any other big guy for some reason. I don't know if he was trying to protect the spot or what the deal was.
Hold on. Here's a clip of Bam Bam talking about Andre.
Okay.
The only match that really comes to mind is me wrestling Andre the Giant in the main event, Madison Square Garden, where he actually tried to kill me. He stepped on my head a few times, and, choked me a few times. So, Andre was in our business. Andre was, a classic. He just was. He was a giant, and he really was a giant. And he was a big, mean, smelly giant. Bad News Al was in the ring with Andre the Giant, and Andre gave him a big boot, and he went down, and Andre grabs the ropes, and he goes to sit down and to squash Bad News Al. But you have to understand that Andre was drinking tequila and Clamato juice all day. I mean, Andre was a big drinker, so his stomach probably wasn't feeling too good. So when Andre went to sit down on Alan, he let loose. I mean, he had diarrhea, and it just went busting out of his ass. And he's sitting on Alan, and the doo-doo was all running down his neck, and the smell was profuse. I mean, we were laughing till we got wind of it, and then we started puking. But Andre sat on Alan and just went to the bathroom right in his pants. And he couldn't move because every time he moved, more came out. So he was kind of like stuck in suspended animation, and Alan's stuck underneath him, and he's screaming, "Get off me, get off me." But, oh, God, we laughed, and we laughed, and we laughed. I laughed. That was 12 years ago, and I'm still laughing. But yeah, Andre took a dump on Bad News Alan. It was hysterical.
Andre.
So, Andre was a character.
Yeah, and he knew he could get away with whatever he wanted, and
yeah, for sure,
he did. Yeah, Brett is saying Andre practically killed him. He just kept hitting him and just kind of taking liberties with him. Probably knew Bigelow wouldn't do nothing. Bigelow's a young guy. Nobody wants to, nobody's going to step to Andre because he's like they call him the boss. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, I'm sure Andre, if he went to Vince, could say, get rid of this guy, and Vince probably would.
So you just got to sit there and get shit on.
Yeah, either get shit on or get beat up or whatever,
Dude, fuck that shit, man. I'd have got about 10 of us.
Yeah.
And just fucked him up out back one day.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, everybody loves Andre, but I don't know. It kind of seems like he was
you got to fire all of us, motherfucker.
Yeah. He was kind of if he didn't like you, he was a bully.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No doubt.
And apparently, right after the match, Bam Bam went to the locker room, got his bag, and left. He left WWF in July. So,
damn,
his knees were hurting, and apparently some older guys didn't like that he was getting as big of a push. So that probably played into Andre taking liberties with him and whatnot.
That's true. We did just talk about that huge pushy guy.
Yeah, he's getting huge push, and there's older guys who've been there a while, not getting the same push, and
or any.
Yeah. So they're jealousy. All right, and then he goes back to Japan. In August.
Turning Japanese, I think I'm turning Japanese. I really think so.
He's going back to get that Japan money. And August 8th.
That's sushi money, baby.
Yeah. August 8th, he faces Big Van Vader. And this is a draw. He's Crusher Bam Bam Bigelow.
Big Van Vader, 448.
Dude, what?
Isn't that how much he weighed? 448?
I don't remember. He's big. And then, so they kind of, he's in a bunch of matches. He's in 6-man tags against Inoki. He's still working with Inoki.
Nice.
And then, so damn, he's in Japan most of 88.
Okay.
And then he, let's just go ahead and finish. Well, oh, fuck. He keeps bouncing back and forth. So,
go ahead and get to where he comes back in the 90s for good.
No, he keeps bouncing back and forth. It makes it so fucking hard. Then, okay, so he's in Japan till October of 88. Then he goes to fucking WCW. His last match in Japan in 88 is against Inoki. And he beats Inoki by DQ.
Okay.
Then, yeah. So that's a bit... That is... I mean, to be leaving town with a win over Inoki is pretty big. Usually, if you're leaving town, you're losing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Especially to the big guy.
Yeah, the main guy. So he goes to WCW or NWA in September. And then this is where...
September of 88.
Yeah, this is where he immediately gets put against the Four Horsemen. So you have a Flair thing, right?
I do have a Flair thing.
Okay.
That sounded... I have a thing for Ric Flair.
Oh my God.
I love Ric Flairs.
Oh my God, Rick. Nature boy, oh my God.
I didn't know you were a wrestling fan. I'm not. I'm an alcoholic fan.
Yeah, no shit.
You want to see my scrapbook of great alcoholics in history?
Yeah.
My dad's not in there. He's in my other book.
Oh my God.
The one I keep under my bed.
Oh shit.
Doing bits, baby.
That just took a turn.
Doing bits. All right. What an absolute asshole.
That was
High energy.
Yeah, and was pretty garbage up until he honed in on Bigelow. Everybody
It
loves talking
rambled
about
a lot until he was.
Flair's promo was, but that one was not good until he got to Bigelow.
Well, it's like he rambled and then got to Bigelow and was like, wait, hold on.
Yeah.
He's fat.
Yeah, fat boy.
Fat boy. Nobody likes being called fat boy.
Yeah. So,
it's so fucking funny.
so stupid. Hey, okay, so in November, in a dark match at the Charlotte Coliseum, he challenges Flair for the NWA World Heavyweight Championship and loses.
Yeah.
So that's kind of his debut, I think, in a dark match.
All right.
But then he teams with Eddie Gilbert. They face Wyndham and Flair. They lose. He faces Wyndham. He gets counted
Now
out.
we're in the 89, right?
No, we're still we're finishing up 88 here.
Okay.
December, the day after Christmas, Starrcade 88. He gets counted out against Barry Windham. December 28th, the NWA Chicago show. He loses to Abdullah the Butcher. So he comes into NWA/WCW and he's losing. But he's in there with, big time players.
Yeah.
And again, okay, so he refuses to sign an exclusive contract with WCW because he wants to go
back to Japan.
He wants to go back to Japan. So he leaves. He's there. He debuts in September of '88, and he's out. He's not in. And then okay, so he debuts September '88, and he's out at the beginning of '89. So then he goes back to Japan.
He cannot. He loves sushi.
Dude loves it. And sake.
And no telling what else.
Yeah. Maybe the fucking Yakuza.
Maybe, dude. Head tattoos and shit.
Yeah. He might be involved with the Yakuza.
Rounding up bounties.
Yeah. He might be bounty hunting in fucking Japan. He might be a bounty hunter for the Yakuza.
Jesus, dude. Fucking Bam Bam Bigelow getting off the elevator at the Yakuza office with fucking 5 little Japanese guys under his arm.
Yeah, no shit.
Got him.
Yeah. Getting paid in sushi.
Yeah.
Okay, so January '89. This is he tags with Vader.
Yes.
That is scary.
And that is the wildest shit that could happen.
And
that's the coolest shit. That's the best tag team I think I've ever heard.
Yeah, they're known as Big Bad and Dangerous.
Ooh.
Which is factual, to say the least.
Dude, just on the money.
Yeah, and they stay together until May. He challenges for the IWGP a few times, heavyweight championship.
I'm sad they couldn't make it work.
Yeah.
But Vader.
Yeah. He faces Vader in September of '89.
That's... I want to say that's one of the earliest matches I remember, like, a rerun of.
The Japan, Vader and Bigelow?
Yes. For some reason,
where the hell did you see that?
My dad had it for some reason.
He had a tape of it?
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
Anyway, go ahead.
So, yeah, they face September 20th, '89, Vader and Bigelow. Antonio Inoki is the referee. Vader is the IWGP Heavyweight Champion. Vader wins. And he's kind of just in various matches. Let's go to '90 now. Still in Japan. He faces Scott Steiner. Oh, never mind. So he's in Japan till May of '90.
Okay.
And then he goes back to WCW in April.
All right.
Faces Scott Steiner and loses. And then he wins the... No, he doesn't win. He beats Luger, who's the U.S. champ. He beats him by disqualification. Then he goes back to Japan.
Ooh.
And teams with Vader again against Koji.
This is still 1990. He goes back.
Yeah, he goes back. So all of '90, he's bouncing back and forth between Japan and WCW.
Okay.
He faces him and Vader face Koji Katao and Ricky Choshu.
Yeah. I'm looking at a match with Abdullah the Butcher that looks fucking dope.
Oh, God. Oh, man. And then...
And then for some reason he fought Carl Weathers, it looks like.
And then... he goes back to NWA, WCW in May of '90. He teams with Cactus Jack and Kevin Sullivan in a 6-man tag against Hawk Animal and Norman the Lunatic.
Teaming with Cactus has to be a changing moment for him.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. And
surely that's who brought him over to ECW, right?
Well, he had already had the relationship with Heyman.
That's true from the studio.
Yeah.
Man, small world.
Yeah. Wrestling is like an incestuous community, dude. Like, everybody knows everybody. Everybody's worked with everybody.
Oh, God, dude. Like the fucking royal family.
Yeah. And then he faces Steve Williams, Dr. Death Steve Williams, in New Japan. May 28th, 1990.
I think that's who my brother's named after.
Really?
I think so.
Huh. Well,
Steve Williams sounds real familiar.
He was like a big time... I think he was a collegiate wrestler at Oklahoma.
He was on the... That's the guy I was telling you about that was on the elevator with my dad.
In
at the hospital having a baby the same day.
In Shreveport?
Yeah, that's why Will's name is Will.
What year?
89.
89.
No, Will was
No.
92.
2.
Will was born in 92. Yeah.
Okay. Let's see where he was in 92.
I think that's it, dude.
When was Will born?
July 23rd, 1992.
Okay, it doesn't say where he was then, but
Okay.
he was at a worldwide taping July 16th of 92. It could have been a house show.
Could have been.
Very possible in Shreveport. But he was a big time deal in Japan as well. And then he goes to. So he's been with New Japan this whole time. Now he goes to All Japan. And he teams with Davey Boy Smith, the British Bulldog. And they face Steve Williams and Terry Gordy.
Hold on.
Okay.
Passed away December 29th, 2009.
Throat cancer, yeah.
His son, Wyndham Williams, was 17 at the time.
Yeah.
So is that right?
Is what right?
Like he would have had a kid the same age as Will, like
No, Will
because he
was
was at the hospital the same day.
in 02, a 17-year-old? No. Because in
2009.
02, and when?
2009.
2009?
That could work out, right?
Yeah.
Because I was 20, so yeah, Will would have been about 17.
Yeah, that's true. Where was this kid born? Do you
Interesting.
know?
Let's find out.
Let's find out.
Wyndham Williams, birth certificate. Personal, born in Shreveport, Louisiana. Parents are Steve and Tammy.
Okay. Born in 92?
Let's see. Played baseball. Read the full bio. Doesn't give a date of birth.
It's possible.
There's a lot of shit adding up.
Yep. It's adding up, bud.
Adding up, player.
So then he goes
Anyway, go ahead.
he goes to All Japan for a couple months, and then he's back in. He goes back to NWA for Clash of Champions, loses to Tommy Rich. Then he goes back to New Japan. So he's bouncing between New Japan, All Japan, NWA. It's fucking crazy.
WCW.
Yeah, NWA, WCW, same thing, but
That's right.
yeah. But he's just bouncing back and forth. He's there's a no contest with Steve Williams at Sumo Hall in June of '90. He teams with Owen Hart against Pegasus Kid and Steve Williams. Pegasus Kid is Chris Benoit.
Whoa.
Yep.
Let's look at that.
Bam Bam Bigelow, Crusher, Bam Bam Bigelow, and Owen Hart defeat Pegasus Kid and Steve Williams. He teams with the Soul Taker, which is the Godfather,
That's so fucking funny.
in New Japan. And
Dude, so everybody was getting their check.
yeah, everybody's getting that Japan money, dude.
Go get it.
He goes back to WCW for a couple months, faces Brian Pillman. He goes back to New Japan. Okay, check out this team. Big Van Vader, Crusher, Bam Bam Bigelow, and the Soul Taker.
Damn.
That's a hell of a fucking team, dude.
Dude. That's a wall of meat.
Yeah, that's huge dudes.
No part of that, dude. That's
No.
that's a defensive front line.
Yeah, no shit, dude. And a very large one.
And a huge one.
Um,
Imagine the gaps Vader could have filled.
dude. Which Vader was a football player.
Yeah, I know. I just thought of that as I said it.
Yeah, he played. I think he played at Colorado. I think he played for the Rams, maybe.
Something like that.
Yeah. So he's back in New Japan. Let's see here. Series of matches. Tags mostly, it seems. Let's go to 91. So in 91, he faces Scott Norton, series of matches. He teams with Demolition Axe. He faces Bob. Okay, so he's with New Japan until February of 91. And then March of 91, he goes to the UWF.
Oh, wow.
Do you know anything about the UWF?
No, I'm looking now.
Okay. There was a dark side about Herb Abrams, the owner of the UWF. This guy was a character and a half. Coked up, bro. Coked up. I can't remember how he died. I think he...
Cocaine.
I remember he jumped out of a fucking window.
This says this is the rise and fall of UWF, how a pro wrestling company birthed MMA.
I don't know about that.